Hey there, everybody. Sloppy here, playing some more Creativerse. Welcome to part 2 of our tour of the community builds from our over 4-year-old server. Ooh, shaba. Over 4 years, this server, and we'll be starting fresh next week, which is crazy to think about. And yeah, welcome back, welcome back. Last time we checked out the Holiday Village as well as the Medieval District. That's what we checked out. This time we're going to check out the rest of our community build areas. So, this is the Future City District, which is very, very cool. Also, if I sound different, my computer crashed and I had to reset it from I had to completely reset it. So none of my settings were saved. I had to re-download everything. So I am very sorry if this sounds a little not quite as good. I'm sorry. It's computers, huh? All right. Anyway, Future City. So this was one of our larger builds together. You can see there's lots of really cool stuff, and here were the rules. So this was actually something in our Discord. We voted on what we wanted to do as a community build next, and Future City won, I think, by a pretty good margin. So don't alter the landscape. Keep builds under 20 by 20. No height limit. No more than 2 chests per build. No sense. So I think a lot of these were just ignored. This was also during a little bit of a lag time for the game, so you can see we... wowzers, I am struggling right now. I'm going to turn it to fastest so that we don't have those stutters. Yeah. It doesn't look quite as good, but we get a little less stutter. This area still has some because, well, people ignored these rules. So there are lots of issues occasionally. There are lots of lights and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna just crack on, you know, rock and roll. This was my build. I thought it'd be cool to do these little biodomes. I did them for one of my old servers. I did this really cool biodome thing with all of the different biomes, and I just loved it. So I kind of brought it to this build. We have a lot to get through, so I'm not going to go in and out of every building because I don't want this video to be hours long. But if you are curious, Discord in the description down below. You can come check out this world yourself. Tin Man Head. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. There's lots of really cool builds. I don't know where to start. I think this one is like a missile silo, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. The futuristic block set might be one of my favorite surprise ones we got. I think the blocks were so cool. The only issue I have is they all have different sides and you know, have to rotate them funny, but yeah. Secret lab. I don't know if it counts as a secret lab if you write secret lab. What did I do? Fans, man. Fans are always so janky. Yeah, look at this, built into the canyon. So we found this spot in the world. It's just a canyon biome, but it, for some reason, just looked so futuristic to me that I really love what we did with it, and like people built into it. That's why we had the sort of do not alter the landscape rule, because I thought the landscape was so freaking cool, and then all this like sprouted into it. So the idea was kind of that it's a sort of human settlement on a foreign planet type thing. Oh, look at the hangar doors like opening. Yeah. Yeah. This is cool. This is also, this and the Holiday Village, I think are our 2 biggest. We had a lot of people working on those 2. Wowzers. It just looks so neat, even from the outside. Like, it really does look like the set of like a sci-fi movie on a ship. So if we drift this way, we continue going through, I think, one of the neater biomes in terms of, I was going to say generation, but I guess this is all made by Playful. But you can see people really took build into the landscape seriously. We've got the amazing satellite over here. Bloop. Got the amazing satellite. Look at that thing. We've got a rocket, which is pretty darn cool. I like the mix of all the different block sets. Kind of looks like they threw a rocket together. This was my build, another little biodome. Kind of neat. If we drift over this way, you can see even on the fastest settings, this area can be a little bit of a struggle for computers. Oh, maybe just my computer. It's an okay computer. Yeah, there's some really creative buildings in here. Yeah, if you were going to come check out a place, this would be on my list of cool places to check out on the server, because there's just some really, really cool stuff like this. There's a whole story going on in this building, the energy wars and stuff. So, I've got a neat hotel here. Over this direction, I do believe this is one of the things that causes the most lag in this area. Is it this building? Or the other one over here? Yeah, it's this one. So there's this really cool building that all lights up, and yeah, it looks like the timings are a little off. It used to do kind of like a wave going up. I'm really hoping, I know this is an aside, but I'm really hoping in the next update, well, I don't know, maybe our own servers, if they're really strong. I guess what I'm curious about is if, like, machines, you'll be able to do a little bit more. Like, I know even now, having a lot of lights, having a lot of updates, having a lot of phasers, like, it really slows down a world, so. But yeah, really, really cool build. It just, unfortunately, especially at the time this area was built, it really just did not play well with, with the server. I think there's a big boy back here. Yeah. So another thing, you know, we said no height limit on this area, because early on there was a bunch of people like, can I just do like a giant futuristic skyscraper? And I was like, that sounds really cool. And yeah, people definitely did that. So this is like a cool like condo building. It's actually, I think the interior is almost entirely finished, and it's just mammoth. And they used those curved blocks, which at the time were pretty new. I don't know if we even had columns yet, but they used the curved blocks and gave it this really, really cool feel. Like, this place reminds me of, you know, in sci-fi movies, the apartment buildings they live in that are like kind of janky and like a little sketchy. Yeah, a little cyberpunky. So this is one of the coolest walkways. I just always loved this bridge. And it goes into the creepy space church, which just makes me so uncomfortable. I just, like, something bad is happening in this building. You know what I mean? We got the V for Vendetta mask. We got this super, super cool view. Oh, gosh, this area is cool. Gosh, this area is cool. And I know I've been walking and flying outside this whole time just to show you guys all the different buildings. There's actually an entire tunnel system. They spent the time to do an entire tunnel system for Future City, and it is breathtaking. It goes to, I think, every building, and it's all done with these floors with the wires underneath, and it's all done up, and there's a bunch of exits and entrances, and yeah, it's all done up like this too, with the pipes and the wires where, you know, aliens probably hang out and do things that you may not want them to do. Oh, that sounds worse than I meant. You know, alien stuff. Yeah. More LED lights. I wonder if server customization you'll be able to change like distance rendering. Well, no, that's probably not. Anyway, lots of cool stuff. I think there's actually even more out this way. But let's keep it to the city limits, I guess. Lots to check out, though, if you are curious. And of course, this world will be downloadable. So also, if anyone's watching who plays on the server, if you want to put your name on stuff for future reference, just got to get it in before Tuesday. Well, I guess you don't have to. You should. Well, no, I guess you have to, because after that, the server won't be up. I don't know. Wowzers. This always looked like a sword. I think it's based on the future sword, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but it's a super, super cool build. I got the jitteries. Like, it's just so creatively done. Like, the walls, like, that's something I've never been able to do is, like, visualize stuff on this scale. Like, I place blocks and I hope they look good, and if they don't, I redo them. Like, something on this scale with, like, all the bends and angles, phenomenal. And the snow and, oh. Then we got the sandstone Goliath here, which is also a really cool build. Just so much amazing stuff, and so many of the interiors are done, which is something that, like, even this place here, there's so many interiors done in this place that is just so cool. I wish we had time to go through them all. I think I did a tour of this around the time we sort of finished it, and it was like 45 minutes to go in and out of everything. Also Purple River, which is cool. Future City, good times. This is one of those community builds like I'd love to maybe do again, and like maybe put in some different rules or something and just try another crazy futuristic build. Yeah. Oh, also all my things reset. So. Tutorials. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Dwarven, well, the Underground City, I guess is what we officially called it. Welcome to the Underground City. This was sort of a later community build, so it wasn't as sort of populated. There wasn't as many people in it, so it's a little smaller, but it's still pretty darn neat, as we're welcomed by the king himself. Yeah, this was just sort of a fun one where we were kind of playing with something. And the idea was just sort of a dwarven city built into a mountain type thing. It's got a tongue. It's got a tongue, you know, just, why not? And yeah, so it's a little dark. It's a little difficult to show you. There's these creepy black alien guys that are kind of everywhere. Which, you know, is something you have to deal with when you live in a cave, I suppose. I turn my flashlight on and off just to show you guys sort of some of the cool builds. Yeah, Underground City. That's a cool, like, mining machine. To Nameless. I'm going to turn off the lights. Part of the thing, at least I was playing with, and I know a few other people did, was sort of lighting in the caves. This obsidian detailing is really, really cool. But yeah, lighting in the caves was sort of a big thing I was playing with at this time. Adobe wall, look at that, it's creepy. Corrupted stone wall looks so good. And at the bottom we've got, I think this is a thing. The crisscross patterns. Oh, this is a cool one. That's a very, very cool one. Oof. Ugh. Getting flashbacks to the first time I tried to fight one of those things. Maybe I'll make like a hardcore server. Ooh, I wonder if you could do that in the new update. Just a server where like one death. That's it. Deep Dark Diamond below. Oh. Whoa. Uh-oh. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, okay. I guess I will get back to the top. On my way back up, somebody's death statue. Buddy's death statue just in the middle of the, of the staircase here. We've all been there. This is a real trippy ride. This is a real trippy ride. I did not fall down there again because there's not glass all the way around here. There's giant holes. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Okay. Let's check out the luxury apartment. That's swanky. Hello. Hello. This is like Dwarven royalty. Wowzers. Okay. That's such a nice detail with the wildwood leaves. I really like that. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal all of this. Shh. Okay. Yeah, lastly, I do want to check out outside because there's a really cool build that's like most visible from the exterior here. And yeah, check that out. Oh, it's nighttime. BRB. Daytime. Also, might I recommend a new block for the game? A sleeping bag you can keep on you that sleeps away the night, but you don't have to place it. Game changer. Anyway, apartment you can see over there, and then over here we've got this super cool, like, dilapidated tower. Look at this. Look at this. Also, I warned you. We're being attacked by something. All right. Use. Okay. Yeah, we've got this super cool dilapidated tower thing here, and it looks like they've kind of like been mining out Lumite. And yeah, there's a whole crystal here that's like infecting the walls. There's a whole story to this section too, which is really cool. And yeah, you guys can come check it out if you're so inclined. There's more! Welcome to Dino's Dwarf Tower, which is super spooky. I am getting the jitters on the server today. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Super cool. I love the detailing. These replicated patterns just look so good. Here's the staircase down. They just look so good, I find, these replicated patterns. Yeah. So this was a tough area to tour. I know I kept jumping around. There's a lot of very long staircases. And if I'm honest, I have no idea how to get to the section I was working on. It's all the way down at Lumite level, and I have no idea where I put the teleporter. But yeah, I worked all the way down at the bottom. I was trying to do kind of a cool thing. It was like an adventure. It was going to be an adventure that was like a bunch of different puzzles that you solve to sort of fight the final boss. It's not important. Let's go to the next community build. Another fun holiday time in Creativerse is Halloween. We've had a Halloween event for a number of years that has been super fun. Yeah, it was crazy when it first came out. I remember that first year. Anyway, so we did a large Halloween themed thing. We are in a swamp, which just feels like the perfect, you know, place to do it. So yeah, so welcome to the Halloween swamp area. We did a really cool road with painted stalactite. We've got the candles everywhere. It's got a real spooky vibe. We've got a clown because no terrifying area can be complete without a clown. And, you know, clown backs onto more creepy land and all these, like, random bits that really add up. We've got a creepy mansion back here. Domas runneth over by his truck. Apparently, funny graves are a big, fall into his own trolling. Ouch. That probably happened. Yeah, we've got a really cool mansion back here. So, let's check out. Yeah. This place could use a coat of paint, if I'm being honest. Halloween blocks are so good, man. So good. Got some custom trees, all sorts of cool things back here. And there's a trick to this clown, I do believe. Look up. I think you... Yes, okay, so you have to use your glider through it. Yeah, there's a whole little creepy area. No lights, please. Ugh, I hate that block so much. I hate that block so much. Where's the canvas? There it is. It's actually a really cool touch, using a canvas block to sort of block off a roof that you can actually get through. I will have to remember such a trick. We've got a cool little spot over here. The creepy dude. Hi. Mortimer. I'm just gonna back away now. Just gonna back away, you know? You know, I'm good. I'm good without meeting Mortimer. Sorry, I don't usually play with headphones on, so I'm not used to hearing all these random sounds that are in the game. We've got community storage and stuff back here. So if you guys haven't played Creativerse in a while, most of the blocks for Halloween are locked behind candy. So yeah, I don't think there's much in here. So you have to get candy and then buy the recipes. That's kind of what that's for. We got this really, really cool bridge. Really, really cool bridge. Oh, also there's a giant mansion. We're going to get to that. That's sort of the big project. But, yeah. Got Norkers. Let's just... Got some creepy stuff happening over here. We've got some coffins on fire. Tipped over wagon. Man, we have a lot of random blocks in this game. We've got this really, really cool house. I've always loved the look of this house. I like that it's kind of a normal house, but with the creepy blocks, it just looks a little just, ugh, you know? Yeah. Great use of the ashen wood, too. I was about to call it birch. It's not birch. It's ashen wood. That's a different game. We got the witch's hut, which always looks so cool every time I come in here. Just a lot going on, and of course it'd be cats, because cats are the evilest of animals. Everyone knows that. They have murder in their eyes and murder in their hearts. Anyway, yes, the Halloween mansion. So it kind of started as just this center area, and then I remember one day I logged on, and somebody had built... So this roof here used to be the size of the mansion, and the idea was we're all going to build like a room here and there, and you know, it's kind of like a cool community project where we're all building onto one mansion. And then somebody just kadonked a gigantic place on top of it, which is cool. So yeah, so this house is a culmination of all sorts of people contributing. And yeah, there's lots of like hidden passageways and doors and all sorts of stuff. I have spent many an hour confused and lost in this place. And that does not provide much light at all. Yeah, there's a lot of emptiness as well, unfortunately. But yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot. So this was my hallway that I finished some of the rooms on. Yeah. This was I did a hallway one year. I just wanted to fill this place with a bunch of rooms, so I did just this hallway. Was one of my Halloween projects one year. It was kind of fun. I just wanted to do every room slightly differently. I did some of the rooms, I swear. I did some of the rooms, I swear. Yes. Just the randomest room to find in a haunted house. But, like, I feel like if you were in a haunted house and you came into this room, you'd be real uncomfortable about why it's Western themed. The real answer is those blocks had happened to come out around that time. Yeah, this room's something. I think I did, like, a little laboratory. Yeah. Yeah. I thought this would be kind of creepy if there was just like kind of a professional room. Yeah. Somebody added just a terrifying Mona Lisa poster. There's lots more in here that I just don't remember how to get to, but plenty to explore in the Haunted Mansion. Also, it was a really fun build. I'd love to do something like this again. I think it's cool when you have like places you build together where you add like really fine restrictions, because I just feel like you have to be so creative. I feel like doing a mansion where everyone has like one 20 by 20 room would be a really cool experiment. Anyway, this is the Halloween area. It's super, super awesome. And was always a lot of fun just to come back to and see what popped up. So, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Star Wars area. Our most recent-ish. Yeah, this one did not catch on particularly much. This was kind of during the downtime of Creativerse. I feel like the past 1.5 to 2 years. You know, some people just lost interest. There wasn't as many updates. We were kind of all waiting for the big one. And this was one of those projects that kind of came up during that time. We had a vote in the Discord, and yeah, I think there was people who just kind of wanted to build a ship or two. And I was kind of torn. I had one specific Star Wars thing I wanted to build. And so here we are. Anyway, some cool ships. Somebody did the banner, which looks awesome. Yeah. And just some cool ships. Like, this is almost like just a blueprint area if you're into, like, ships. There's some really, really cool stuff. But yeah, this project didn't catch on too much. But it's still neat. I still enjoyed it. A half-finished project on the server, you say? Couldn't be mine. Yeah, this is what I wanted to build. I had this, I don't know, if you guys have played Battlefront, there's a map that's like this jungle temple. Maybe it has some significance to the show, I'm not sure. To the show, to the movie, to the universe. I really wanted to build it on Creativerse, and I had this really fun idea to do a adventure with it. There was a period of time where I was really into making adventures, and this was going to be a trivia section, and this was going to be a parkour section, and I still really want to do this one day, and the idea would be at the end of each one you'd have a code. I've seen a few people do adventures like this. You have a code, and then it kind of allows you to save the game, because if you come back and type in the code, it'll unlock these levels, because you've previously beaten them. And yeah, this was going to be a trivia. It's actually really fun, because you slide down ice, and depending if you get the question right or wrong, your ice slide either sends you back up to the top, or to the next question. And it was going to go all the way down. I thought it was kind of a fun, different thing to do for trivia. But yeah, to be honest, the scale of this one, I kind of got lost in. It was fun to, yeah, we're back up the top. It was really fun to work on this. I just, the scale of it really, it's like tough to make episodes for you guys on projects that are really monotonous to build. Like, just to build this one parkour section just takes so much time, but it's not that engaging, that I felt a little burnt out on this. I still think it's a cool idea. It's still something I want to do one day. Is like a big adventure like this that's all different parts. Or I guess it'll be maybe a quest. I don't know. It was kind of fun though. It's neat to try something new. This build style was kind of interesting to me. So our most recent community project, I believe, is the modern area, which is something I've pondered doing for a very long time, and it's literally what it sounds like. It's just supposed to be kind of a modern city. We've got our wonderful Lumière Moderne cafe. We've got a little neighborhood of houses back here. We've got a park that I don't want to talk about. It's another unfinished project. But let's wander through Main Street first, because I just named it Main Street. I don't know. I don't think we ever had street names. This is a movie theater I built, which was actually a really fun project. Yeah. This was kind of during my... I want to start the movie now. I think this actually... Yeah. I actually built a thing. Yeah, I was really trying to work on interior details. It's something I feel like I'm not very good at. I also kind of wanted to push myself creatively. I feel like I build a lot of the same things, and I wanted to, you know, kind of try something different. But we've got a few really cool sort of modern buildings here. Welcome to Murdoch and Sheridan's. Some cool painting stuff. Yeah, all sorts of neat things. Back here we've got sort of Asian inspired, super, super cool. It's a little jittery, so I apologize, but they went crazy with the arc signs. You can see it looks awesome. It looks super, super cool. They're all decked out. It does run a little jittery, but it's pretty amazing back here. I think on the new server I might put in a rule that all arc signs and stuff have to be set up with a lever and leave. Yeah, that's probably, well, we'll see how the new servers play. But maybe set up on a lever and then, you know, turned off by default. Plenty of amazing stuff though. Really, really cool area back here. The holiday lights look so good as like, what do you call them? Twinkle lights or whatever. Yeah, all the interiors are done. This is a really cool area to wander through the modern city. If you are planning to come check out the server, meet Morp. Some really cool detailing too. Like, you know, I love that like they did the canvas eighth for the little spot between the sidewalk and the curb. Some really, really cool design choices here. And it is nighttime, which probably isn't the best for a video. Something happened and it's daytime now. Don't worry about the magic. Yeah, the industrial floor, perfect path block. Interesting thing, maybe it's not on this side. There's an interesting feature to this place that took me by surprise when I saw it. What is in here? I don't know if I've ever gone in here. Public entrance. Restaurant, residence entrance. Okay, so it's kind of a multi-use building, all sorts of different stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Beacons, man. Yeah, over here. This place has like a full sewer system. It was one of the first things somebody built in this area was like a full sewer system. All done up with the blocks and everything. Painted Adobe blocks. And yeah, it like... Yeah, I don't know. Just one of those builds, you know? I didn't expect it to happen. And it's like kind of cool to see. And wow, this is slow. And yeah, comes out over here. So, yeah, here's the bridge. I spent a long time agonizing over this bridge and then made it super plain. So, you're welcome. This is a little turnaround. Ideally, the road was going to kind of loop around. I never got that far. There's a park over that way. We've got some really cool detailing, and this was sort of just for houses and stuff. As you can see, people did some amazing modern houses. Here's Nanos. Ooh, the Atlantis doors. Ooh. Wow, this is really neat, actually. This is really cool. What a use of space. Wow. It's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Really cool outdoor area. Hello, little hot tub. Hello, hello. This was something I worked really hard on. For anyone who watched those episodes, I spent episodes doing this. Hours and hours decorating the side of the thing. Somebody came over here and spammed wildflowers, which is unfortunate and kind of ruins it a bit, but yeah, this is my house. I spent a lot of time working on the exterior. I really wanted to get better at landscaping, and I think it was pretty cool. I think it was pretty cool. Anyway, this is my spot. I got a little beachfront area and yeah, a little fire pit. Just a nice modern home. Again, I was trying to make interiors. I feel like a lot of us have issues with that. You know, you build something and you're like, that's so cool, and then it's like, oh right, there is an inside, but meh. So yeah, I've got another really cool house here. Ooh, what a statement piece. This house is so cool the way they mixed in the desert. Like it just, oof. So many creative people. So many creative people. And yeah, one more house. Somebody stopped doing the road. Yeah, you can see someone went bananas spamming tundra flowers. It's just an interesting way to spam a server. Yeah, look at this house. The shapes, oh, the use of blocks and like space is so cool. It's also something neat. I don't know if you guys feel this way. There's something neat about seeing like real life style houses in games. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. There's just something about like this could be a real house and you're sort of seeing it. I don't know. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm just, ooh, hello. This has a Batmobile in his garage. Yeah, it's just something I find interesting. It's like real houses and stuff. But this was the modern area. This was our most recent community build. It was a lot of fun. Over here was sort of a national park type thing I was trying to build. And the idea was that everything in it is a blueprint. I wanted to sort of find and showcase blueprints. Again, somebody spammed it, unfortunately. So all of these trees and stuff are actually blueprints that you can get in the game. And the idea was sort of to showcase just different blueprints. Like all of these are just random blueprints. I feel like there's so many blueprints now that I kind of wanted to have a place where you could visually see all the best ones. Or, you know, visually see ones that might be useful. Especially things like trees. You know, there's so many, and sometimes you really want like a custom tree, but looking through them is such a pain. So it'd be cool to have a place like where you can look them up and you know, or like stuff like this, you know, which might look perfect for your little spot and whatever. You know, it was an interesting project. To be honest, I got tired of looking through blueprints for it. But yeah, this is the modern area. Super, super fun and cool. It was really neat building with everyone in it. So let's go check out another spot. So we only have one more community build to check out. I did want to give a shout out to the hub. If you guys do want to come join the server, you can just log on as a visitor if you just want to browse. Teleporter hub, the hub here in the teleports menu. There's so many amazing builds down the player hallways. I mean, truly some of the most spectacular builds I've ever seen in Creativerse. And then community builds is over here. I would have loved to do a tour of everything on the server, but it's just not feasible. I don't have the time. It'd be like 10 videos long. There's also a few things down the community build section I didn't get a chance to go through. The minigame area, the All Blocks project, machine tutorial, parkour, all sorts of amazing things. They're all pretty well labeled. But lastly, we have Crazy Town. And yeah, it is crazy to me to think this will probably be the last video I make on this server. Over 4 years ago we started it, 307 players now, and it's been amazing. It's been so much fun and awesome to play with all you guys. And you know, I hope we have 4 more years on on the new server. Who knows? Maybe this will inspire some people to come back to Creativerse, some new people to try it, and you know, continue our amazing community. And yeah, I'm not gonna get sappy. I promised myself I wouldn't, but I can't thank you guys enough. It's been such a blast playing with you all. I hope you will stick around for the new server once we get that set up. But yeah, man, it's been nostalgic to see all this stuff again and talk about it and walk through it. And this is Crazy Town. It was one of our just kind of random community projects. The painting update came out where you could paint blocks any color, and we just set up an area where people could go bananas with it. Somebody set up a unbelievably cool dinosaur skeleton excavation site. We have, you know, half of a Ferris wheel over here. We just have painted rainbows. We have this, I don't know what this is, neon circus meat morp. We have, you know, the massive slide in rainbow colors, built by Rue, who, yeah, we've got the clown that shows up on the map. Just, a crazy place where you could do whatever you want. I had an absolute blast building this, my crazy town home. I just wanted to do a home where every room was completely different. I wanted to use a different block set in every one and just do crazy colors. We have a wizard tower. This is my bedroom. It's got a maple leaf. It's my Canada bedroom. One half of my lawn is retro themed. We aren't supposed to say Mario. Retro themed. The other half is a painted something. I don't know. Crazy town, man. There's no rules. It's just crazy and wacky. And yeah, it feels like a crazy place to end it. I mean, what can I say? I've said it all. Thank you guys so much for everything. 4 years on this server, 170 something episodes, all kinds of subs and people in the Discord, and I've met so many great people. And yeah, if you're interested in joining the next server or checking out this one, join the Discord. It's fun. It's not super active always in terms of chatting, but there's always people there to answer questions and chat and talk. And that's yeah. So thank you guys. I don't know what to say. Thank you guys. 4 years. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the new server. And yeah. Ciao.